I've been smoking this all day, man.
It's hitting. It's just hitting the spot, right?
This shit been good. I've been smoking this, and I purposely went somewhere so I didn't come back home and lay down
Yeah,
and fucking
Straight
be on
to it.
some lazy shit.
What's the feeling that's giving you? Like, you know, throughout the day, you be smoking all throughout the day.
It depends. It depends on the weed. This shit.
Yeah,
Hold on. Where is it? This shit. One of these shits is gonna put you down for the whole day. Like
the whole day.
that's why I had this one the longest, because I'd smoke one blunt of this, get super high, and then would smoke one of these. You know.
Okay.
Cause this shit is the power right here.
Power. It sounds like it, and it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's definitely worth the buck.
I have another sneaky treat for us that I'm gonna roll up.
You got another back there? You know, Gas TV is full of treats, but I might make that store run. We'll get some more roll-ups. This is the outside edition, y'all. We really
Outside, we really outside.
We really doing outside shit. Like if we run out of like roll-ups, like I really gotta go to the store real quick and get some more for us. Like we outside. We ain't got the cabinet with the backwoods behind us. We really out here. There's people walking by, going in their crib. Uh-oh. Ooh. Okay. So we hitting hard today. Hitting y'all hard, man. Y'all ready for this?
The real.
The real, you know, the real. And that's looking real good, man. Yeah. So we doing a lot of backpacking today, you know.
Yeah, we'll get to the other stuff in a few days, but
You know what I'm saying?
it's backpack time today.
It's backpack time today.
It's funny, I was smoking some shit maybe about a week ago, and wifey was sitting next to me, and she was like, "What is that you're smoking?" And I was like,
But for those,
I was like, "Why do you ask?" And she says, "Because the stuff you usually smell stinks, and that one doesn't stink." Wifey had me ready to throw that shit off the terrace, man. I'm like, damn.
I don't stink, it ain't it.
I went and brought some lows trying to, you know, maintain, and I got bagged by wifey. She was like, that shit don't stink.
She
I'm
like that
oh
one.
man,
That ain't strong enough then.
I got to go get the gas.
So what I'm bringing to the table, an unknown, aka a blocky. And there we go. And this is called Skittle Mints, y'all. Y'all can check out the DNA on that.
Look at
it
the
up.
structure, the bud structure.
That's
You
an
know
unknown.
this
That's
is
an
good.
unknown. That's not from a real known grower, but that's an unknown. It's a damn good job, you know.
Sure is.
Unknown blocky.
It's a good
We're gonna
piece
test
right
this
there.
out too in a little bit, and we're gonna let y'all know how this is here. Switching it up today. We outside, so we doing a little bit of block work too, but only top notch. As you can see, this is right there with the other
Top
boards.
notch piece, yes.
This is up there with the guys.
It's
that
very
just-
nice.
And the Gas TV say it's nice.
But guess what? The people that know. The people that know could look at that bud and just see alone that shit is gonna smoke.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that, y'all.
But you got to understand that you know that's
nice.
quality. There was some quality grown in that.
You know, that's Christmas tree status.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get to that. Let's stick to the main event.
What you get at on the scales, on the Richter scales, on 1 to 10.
And this Açaí Black. Hold on, let me get the name right. A cardberry gelato. in a very well rolled backwood.
Even that was the worst backwood in my pack. Yeah, I seen what I went through.
He did it though.
I seen what I went through. These two shits was.
I'm gonna give this a good 8. I'm going with an 8, strong 8, not a shaky 8, but a strong 8.
See, I'm glad this all conspired the way it did, cause I smoked this for the people earlier and gave it an 8.5.
So we kind of like in the same range.
I'll be wanting the people know.
The strong 8, y'all, is really maybe like an 8.3 or something like that. It's leaning, you know what I'm saying?
I need the people to understand, like, for the most part, my grading scale be very accurate. I be in the area. You know, everybody might not agree, but they'll be close. You know, if I say something's good, God damn it, something is good. And if I say something is trash, then you go and spend your money on it if you want. But we know.
We know, sure. So, you know, I gave it an 8, strong 8, 8.3-ish. My man gave it an 8.5 earlier in the game.
And it was mad other factors. We was inside. I grabbed the best backwood out my pack. I rolled it up, you know, nice. Well, I took my time with that blunt. So, you know, to be outside, small hole in the beginning, you know it. Hit all right. I want to see what that Skittle Mint hitting like.
Okay,
too,
so
man.
we're
That
going to
shit
go to the
looking
store.
nice.
We're going to get a roll-up. We're going to get to that. I'm going to actually go to the store. I'm going to leave Gas TV doing this thing. I'm going to make a quick pit stop, go to the store, get us some beverages.
You should go to the store. Fucking. They still got that shit in the store?
They got backwards here, or do I got to go?
Yeah, the packs is there.
Okay.
And I got a pack. I got this pack from them,
Right, okay.
which was pretty good for the most part.
We're going to run and do that now.
We'll come across a granite power line. Casamigos Gelato. Hold up. Casamigo Gelato, one of the brands out right now. Very underrated. Okay. Oh, got a question. I always like to answer questions. Would you say the game is watered down due to all the runts and lemon cherries? Fuck yeah, my brother. Fuck yeah. And it's crazy because lemon cherry, after you do the research, you'll find out that lemon cherry is a runts. It is a runts cross. To get lemon cherry, anything is runts and lemon cherry. So we're smoking runts on top of runts on top of runts. When that nigga LB said runts your life up, I didn't believe him. Man, all we got out here is runts and shit. That's why you'll see Gas TV with shit like this. Boom, boom. Gelatos. Boom, boom. Gushers. Fucking, you know, I understand this shit, man. I don't just be buying all of, now, no disrespect to the brand or the company, but I'm sure, like, the Casamigos gelato, I don't know. It's a possibility it is a real gelato. But, nigga, everything is fucking runced out. That's why you gotta go to certain companies or certain brands, because the brands or the companies got the shit. Like, you're gonna go to Backpack, you never go wrong with black cherry gelato or lemon cherry gelato. That is the shit that's the shit that made them famous. Sure Money, on the other hand, I think is more in the runts lane. Shirt Money got the best runts in the game with them blue nerds. Fuck all them nerds, tropical, strawberry, or any nerds. That nigga Shirt Money got that runt shit on lock, and he's supposed to be the gelato kid, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That's because everybody, well, I'm an old nigga, so I've been smoking weed before the candies and all that. Like, I was smoking weed that used to make you sweat, make you damn near pass out. So all that candy shit, that shit don't mean nothing to me. That's cute. You know, that's cute herb. That's you smoking cute. So, nigga, you have to, I don't know what town you're from, but if you got a dispensary is pretty much the way to go, unless you know with some Shirt Money in town, or some Fumi, or some, because if you gonna buy the runts, you might as well get the good runts. And these are the niggas that got the good runs. Fumi got the good runs, Shirt Money got the good runs. Who else got the good runs? That nigga jamming. But yeah, it's good runs out there, but it is very, very saturated. It is very saturated. Like, I see people buy 8 different bags, all the same, all of the weed looks the same, but it's just different brands. This one, that one, this one. Looking at the weed, I throw the light on it, everything looked the same. Little fuzzy small nuggets, semi-soft, huh? Here. No problem. Semi-soft, you know, not too hard, not too soft. All that sprinkles type shit. That's the shit I don't like. But people seem to love sprinkles, you know. People want me to get all that shit. And I don't like spending my money on shit I don't like. But I'll bring y'all some sprinkles soon. Where is my brother with the backwoods? So we can keep this. Oh yeah, man, that sprinkle shit. Hey man, look at my videos, bro. I've been smoking sprinkles ever since sprinkles came out. To be totally honest with you, I know the person behind sprinkles, and it used to be Burst. Like, Burst somehow magically, in my opinion, Burst magically changed into sprinkles, and boom, to the roof. Everybody likes sprinkles now. But they can keep that shit too. They can keep. Is there any dispensaries in your area? And if there are, what kind of pieces is in the dispensaries? Because one of the worst, or one of the tragedies of this weed shit, is having a town go legal, but then having dispensaries that don't know what to stock. So you got recreational weed, but you smoking garbage. Like, that's just bad.
Back.
Bad.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite piece that comes from the dispensary?
Oh man. So in Vegas at the Cookies Dispensary, my favorite piece is one of my favorite pieces. Is the London pound cake whenever it's available, and was it bananas and apples?
Yep.
So those are my two right there. Yep. I ain't gonna sit here and say, I've been to all types of. I've been to a couple dispensaries, in, California. Went to one in Michigan, Boston, DC. But Vegas, of course. But I liked, I had some good like miscellaneous, you know, grown, regular growers from dispensaries. But those two stick out to me: the apples and bananas, and the London pound cake.
I might have spent $500 on apples and bananas when I was in Vegas. Total. Because I'll never forget. I went and brought some shit from Planet 13 and was very dissatisfied. Then I finally went to the cookie store and got a few pieces, got the apples and bananas, got a few other pieces I thought I would like. But the day after that, right back to cookie store in the morning time, half ounce of fucking apples and bananas. Then the next day when we was flying home that evening, right before we fucking went to the airport, half ounce of apples and bananas to take to the crib. Smoked the eighth and a blunt and a half, nigga. And fucking sipped the fucking rosé with wifey right before it got on the airport. Oh, shit had me toe up, nigga. Ain't know what was going on in TSA.
That's a small piece of something called Gumbo pop. I'm not really familiar with it.
Yo.
I'm automatically giving it a 6. Different type of taste. Darkish.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get into that Skittle mints.
Oh, but to answer the question, my favorite piece from a dispensary is Kush Mints.
Okay. That's a great choice.
If I could go to a dispensary and they have Kush Mints, I'm definitely getting one of those.
Does it matter the grower?
No.
That's a big thing right there. Y'all hear that?
Kush Mints is a
Doesn't
strong
matter
weed.
the grower, y'all. So if you see Kush Mints and it looks great and you think it's the right thing,
Get that.
go for it. Doesn't matter the grower. But pretty much all designer weeds are doing good with the Kush Mints. They doing the right thing, huh?
Yeah.
It's good.
I would side with you on that. I'll give it the same thing.
This is a 6. This is a small piece, y'all, but you know, we can tell already what it is. I feel the gumbo thing is oversaturated now. You don't never know when you're getting a real piece or not. You know?
I wonder if gumbo is like runts.
Yeah, it's made. It's a direct. I think it derives from runts.
Or is it gelato?
Might be a combination of both.
Could be.
Runs, gelato, and Skittles. Like, you know, I get those vibes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's always dark. The weed. It's never light. Always has the dark tones to it.
Yeah, because I sure don't know no genetics of the gumbo.
Me neither. I think
I
it's
sure
just...
don't know. My boy said it's a mystery strain.
Yeah, mystery.
You know, I tell you like this, we from New York, so in Harlem, they're very creative. They'll come up with some shit for you in Harlem.
And what is gumbo though? It's a mixture of a lot of shit, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if there's anything true to the name, it's definitely a combination of different weaves. Like, you know, most everything is though, but we don't know what it is. We don't know the parents. It's alright though. It'll get the job done. But it's nothing like that at cardberry. Nothing like that. We gave that two more points higher than this. That's big on the scale.
That's
2 points
big on the
higher on the scale. actually put this down. We're gonna get into the other shit.
Now, yo, there was a time where this was my favorite weed. I'll say maybe about 2 years ago. This black cherry Gushers was the best thing.
Trust me, I could attest to that. He had numerous packs of these laying around in the crib. It's definitely one of his.
So when I seen it again, I'm curious to see if it stood, if it could stand up. Because when we were smoking black cherry Gushers, we were smoking the Zushis and the fucking the Tencos and what's the other one? The Ball Family Farms.
Oh, that shit.
I'm telling y'all, if y'all never had Ball Family Farms, Laura Charles.
This is Last Dragon talk we doing now.
Yes, any of them Last Dragon joints.
The Last Dragon pack.
Show Enough.
Bruce Leroy. Lorna Charles.
Man, y'all don't know what y'all missing.
The trilogy. The trilogy packs. You know? Those are something else. Are those still rocking or are those discontinued? I felt like that was a limited time only.
Yeah, because you know we in the number one market in the world, so they're gonna test it here. If it pop here, that's their like collateral to dispensaries. Yo, we're already lit. You might as well, you know, you fuck with us. And that's how they cut out the streets. They were like, yo, we ain't gotta put no more packs in the streets. We all in enough dispensaries now.
Yeah, we spreaded the word already. See what these backwards is here for. Okay. Got a good batch here.
I see.
Weed Gods is with us on this pack, y'all.
Nice twist up. The Gushers. This shit, I remember smoking this shit and catching like a little cold or not a cold, catching a bronchitis. Because
So
this
much
shit
cold.
was so strong back then.
It was new to the lungs.
Yes.
You know, the lungs never experienced that at that point.
At least not the rate that I was throwing these blunts back too, you know.
Yeah.
Once I find something I like, I kind of OD on it. Yes, Cushman's is always a go. It's pronounced Açaí berry gelato.
Okay, y'all. Now we know.
Açaí berry.
Açaí berry. There you go. Thank you, y'all.
Son smoking Daniel LaRusso right now. You're a goat, bro.
You're a good man.
You are a goat. How do you... Yo, everybody don't know about them Ball Family Farms, man. That weed is the whole journey, nigga. You smoke every pull, you like, how could this shit be this good?
Good
Fuck.
job, Daniel, son.
Fuck. So all them shits is gas. The fucking Dragonfly Jones is fire.
They got it.
Nino Brown is fire. Nino Brown, that shit gas.
Mm-hmm. Sit your fat ass down, huh?
Before I make change.
That Nino. That Nino was me.
Word. Wow, man, that's what's up, man. Gas TV, man, that's a treat right there. I'm finna call my cousin, man, and get him to send me that pack, man. Send me all that gas out there. I want Ball Family. I want some Connected. I want some fucking half-baked. Send some of that fire in. A few others out there, man, that I know I want.
That Daniel LaRusso, my man, smoking got you thinking, huh?
Mm-hmm. Is your Daniel LaRusso, did it come in the glass jar or did it come in the bag? Cause I had both, and that shit in the jar, boy.
Some of this coke.
That shit in the jar shit hurt your chest. In a good way.
Strike first. What's it like? So right now, getting into that black cherry gusher.
Oh yes. That's the shit. I want to see what you got to say about it. Woof. Right.
Yeah, this is nice. See, the Gushers is a different thing than the gelato that we just smoked.
Is it? Am I bugging or is it like a slightly mentholy? Like
Yeah, it's a spice to it, definitely. You know, I don't know if you get it, but I get a slight cinnamony spice to it.
that's the black cherry.
Yes, and that is the black cherry.
Indeed.
You understand?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know. I know. And it's crazy because now I probably understand why I thought that shit was so good.
Good
back
roll
then.
backward too, y'all. It's hitting.
I gotta get in. It's that shit. That's that. You know. Got that menthol hit. That if you smoke too much, you're gonna get a slight bronchitis. You're gonna be spitting that shit out.
Yeah, that's definitely nice. You know, I'm going with, you know, like if I had both of those last two on the table, and I had to make a choice, I might lean to that black cherry gusher over the previous one we had.
Over the ACI or
Over
the
the ACI.
Açaí.
Açaí berry. How you feel about that? What's it on the comparison scale, or is it no comparison to you? It's just two totally different experiences.
Everything we have to compare because first of all, let alone it's the same brand, so
Same brand,
we have to compare it.
even more so.
I'll probably always like Gushers more than gelato because I'll probably always like the Gushers more than the gelato because of fucking the mentholy effect, and
Yeah.
it'll be whatever flavor they seem to match well. Gushers is a good. You want to throw some fruity shit in there, tropical Gushers, it usually come out good. So, I'll have to break it down. What do I like more, the Gushers or the gelato? And I may have to go Gusher.
Yeah, just off of this quick taste test too, I'm leaning more Gusher. You know, I mean, there is a black cherry gelato as well. You know, and maybe that'd be episode, you know, where we do a black cherry versus a black cherry Gusher.
Upstairs in the cut.
In the cut, yeah.
That's for
That's in the cut
that's
already.
for me.
out
Yes,
here, right?
it's in the cut.
So, you know, how do you? What about that one? Like, what do you go with that? You got 2 bags on the table. You got one black cherry gelato. You got 1 black cherry Gusher. You only get 1 for the night. Which one you grabbing, man?
The black cherry Gusher.
So the Gusher rules over.
No. That black cherry.
See that?
That black cherry gelato, I got up in the cut right now. It's probably smoking at like a 9.5.
Woo! That's smoking.
That shit is power. That's why I didn't even bring it out today.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't want to roll now
Yeah,
one blunt.
that's smoking, y'all. You hear this?
So, with that being said, that black cherry gelato is the top dog right now. Because the shit is green, right? It's tight buds, tight nuggets, and as soon as you bust that shit open, all you see is dark purple. And it's smoking.
And that's crazy because this is smoking right here.
Well, the Lucky Lemons is that weed that's black. It's like the runts that come out black. It's like a black runts. But that fucking, that black cherry gelato is not like the color of the herb. Check my video out. The video, what the fuck did I call it? Not plethora of herbs, but fucking Backpack Wednesday. And you'll see that how that black cherry look. I didn't bust it open, but the nuggets is green. And as soon as you break that shit open, you get a whole nother surprise in there.
That's nice, man. So, like, you know, I gave the last strain an 8, strong 8.
And the point system is in effect too. All the 0.2, 0.3, all that shit matters because
Okay.
I'm gonna put this at an 8.7.
Yeah, I'm going. It's
You
not
know?
quite a 9,
Yeah, it's not a 9 yet.
but it's an 8.7. That's a great breakdown. The 8.7 is good. I went with an 8.3 with the Akkad. I'm going with an 8.7 with this.
Yes, sir.
G actually leaned more to 8.5 with the AC.
I think we all might have leaned more to 8.5 if you would have smoked that blunt I rolled up this morning in that first
yeah,
video.
you know, different, you know, yeah.
Because that shit was.
That was it.
I made a mistake. I put so much weed in the blunt. When I went to break the backwood down, it didn't make sense. I'm like, I got to roll the whole backwood with that line of weed.
Yeah.
I started to smoke that whole thing for them niggas.
That, yeah. Okay. You're not far off, but the Gush is definitely more of a
spice and flavor type
flavor,
of,
you know. You really
Which
getting the black cherry effect with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like if you had like a black cherry, like it's like a black cherry soda, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like you getting that effect. That's what I get, me personally.
Nice Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. You know, and that type of like word. Cherry Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a cherry Dr. Pepper flavor. Definitely. Going with the 8.7 as well. Definitely a little bit better than the last one we smoked. So,
Like if you smell this weed, she'd be like, that's it right there.
So, the winner.
Dun, dun, dun. Black cherry gelato. Still smoking. 2 years later.
2 years later. What was the first weed y'all fell in love with, man? What was the weed that, just like changed the game for y'all, man?
Yeah. What was the weed that made you say, I'm gonna spend $75 for this shit?
Yeah, yo, you can even go deeper, bro. You can even go deeper. Like, what was the first strain? Or like, we all weed smokers, so we started from humble grounds, So like, what was? I want to know what was the first just strain that just changed it for you, like purple haze, sour diesel, like, what was it? Or was it the designer shit that just fucked you up?
Yo, Giovanni.
For me, it was the haze.
Giovanni's a goat though. I wanna address this comment right here. He said the white Gushers is one of my favorite strains of all time. Which white Gushers are you referring to? Are you referring to the white cherry Gushers from Backpack, or are you referring to white Gushers from Top Tier? Or are you referring to white Gushers from Sure Money? Because all three of them, I don't know which one was the best. I don't know, because I think it's just a Gushers thing, man. The Gushers is smoking.
It's a Gusher. Smoking, man.
You know what?
Y'all.
I could answer one of those. One of them flavors that had me going was Thin Mint cookies.
Okay.
When my man came through back in the days with the Thin Mint cookies, I was sold.
Thin Mint had you.
Then he got some shit called Grease Monkey.
Ooh, I remember Grease Monkey.
I was sold on Grease Monkey,
shit,
man.
Yeah. That was good shit, man. For me, I'm gonna go back, man. It was taking the trips uptown, getting good old purple haze. This is like, for me, this is like 98, 99, you know what I mean? 2000, without giving away my age and shit, but that shit kind of like changed me and shit. Like, damn, I need that smoke, this type of shit every day. Like, fuck picking out seeds and all that shit. Like, no more. Once I think once I started smoking the haze, like that shit changed me, and I like kind of never went back to like the green like that ever again. Like picking out seeds. Like, I think the haze is what changed me. I wasn't fortunate enough to, start off in the game back when I was growing up, where we was coming from, like, with just straight Zah. Like, we had shit, we had to pick out seeds.
But the Zah wasn't, well, I can't say that. California had Zah.
Yeah, where we was at, like, it was probably
but we
people
had
that
that shit, man.
But we was young, we didn't really know where to get it. I'm talking about the beginning. Like, when like...
Well, the beginning would have to be 97.
Like when you got hooked. I said 97. I said 97 when I got hooked on some shit that wasn't like regular green weed. Like, you know what I mean? We're from New York, so like, we don't know where everybody from, but in New York, we had a lot of green weed. We ain't really had it wasn't like how it is now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm sure a man could attest to that.
New York always had a good piece of weed. Everywhere I took my reefers, it was smoking everything out the box. Yeah. And I've been from Connecticut to the tip of Florida.
Are you talking about regular green?
I'm talking about, everything that I bring, whether it was green, the green is always going to be good.
It was always good.
Early 2000s, because I would always go with like a haze pack or a sour in the green, 2 ounces. Yeah. So everything was always smoking.
Yeah, it was.
So
it was. But the haze and shit like that, like when I started smoking like the haze and the sour and shit like that, like that shit made me not like want to really like smoke like a little more chocolate and green Arizona and AK-47 and shit. Like, I was good on that. I just wanted to say,
Yeah.
like, underwater. Remember, it was underwater plants at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hydroponic weed.
You know what I mean? Before it got all crazy with the technology and shit. But everything evolved. So did the weed. But I'm happy where we at with it now.
That haze was something different.
That haze was something different.
My partner,
That uptown haze from good old Dominican boys.
listen man, my partner, fucker, he was on the show. He was the one, the last time we filmed outside, he was out there. We was talking our shit. And this is how old we are. As a child, blocks out here, some blocks is long, some blocks are short. But on a long block, we're in the park, and that, my boy smelled that shit from a block and a half away. Walked in the park and said, "Hey man, y'all niggas are smoking haze?" And we was like, he said, "Man, I smelled that shit all the way down the block." That's how stinky the haze was, man. The haze, you could smell that. The haze will light up your whole block back in the day. They don't make weed like that no more.
You don't. So right here, this is some Zickle mints. It's an unknown source, but it is what it is. We're on the block, so we're smoking some block as well. We're gonna test this out. We're gonna rate it.
I got there's a video out that talks about how some Asians fucked up the Bubba Kush strain. And I haven't seen it yet, but I already know, because I remember. I was out there. You was out here, man. When that Bubba first hit, that shit was good. Then it became the weed that everybody had right before Platinum Kush.
Yep. And Platinum knocked the Bubba out.
Mm-hmm. Niggas was getting 1,000 pounds of weed from Asians. I don't know how they was doing that.
It was happening. It was happening. A lot of them out in Queens too. It was happening.
Oh, Powerline, right, Gushers? I got to try this Powerline shit. Is Powerline a dispensary type of situation? Are they only in dispensaries? Because if they are, we might not get it over here in NY, especially being that we ain't got no dispensaries yet. Oh, Connecticut. Connecticut rec. Y'all got dispensaries out there.
Yeah, they lit.
Damn, y'all they said the only designer packs they get in is Gumbo and High Tolerance.
Where, Connecticut?
Yeah.
Probably like Bridgeport or something like that.
That's
Like,
crazy, man. Y'all getting deprived, man. Y'all need packs out there, man. I like this one way better than that first one.
yeah, definitely.
This is in the 7s,
Yeah.
in the high 7s.
Yeah, that's an unknown source, y'all. You know, the unknown sources go for lower prices.
But you wanna know what? It's giving me Gushers vibes. Like I taste the menthol-y in it.
Yeah, the mint part of it.
Yes, it's like it's a menthol that hit the throat.
Citrus.
I like that. 7.6, 7.7 right now. You know, I don't go down in my score. It only gets better as the blunt goes on. Man, it's a nice day, man. We took advantage of this shit before it gets cold out here. It will get cold.
Have you ever had a 10? Has there ever been a 10 on gas TV? A unanimous 10?
Nope. Not yet. But we have given something a 9.5.
We just gave this black cherry, the gelato. Black cherry gelato. Did we give that a 9.5?
Nah,
the one that's stashed in the crib?
Oh yes. But I never got to really. I think I did film. I had to film black cherry gelato by now.
Yeah, that had to happen like when that was fresh.
Yeah.
You know.
But the one of the ones that I could think of off top that I had to give, I had to give this shit a 9.5 because I could barely get through the blunt on the damn show. I'm like, couldn't even get through it. Blue Nerds. That shit was so gassy. That pack. And what's crazy, I got the Blue Nerds recently and it wasn't even smoking. Shit fucked me up, but that
should
one
make you
from
wonder.
the show. Listen, y'all want to see me die from a blunt? Watch the Blue Nerds video. Shit had me fucked up in the video. Blue Nerds did me greasy.
Yeah, y'all. Happy to be here on Gas TV.
I remember another 9.5 was the peanut butter guava. That video that had me sweating. That's another one. You want to see a blunt fuck your boy up?
Sweat palm brow.
Watch that fucking peanut butter guava treehouse video. Blunt fucked me up, man. Beat 12-round match. Barely got out the fight.
Man, be like that sometimes, bro. Feeling pretty good right now.
I'm feeling great. I may go to bed early tonight.
I'm feeling pretty good right now.
It might be a 10 o'clock sports center night and then lights off by 10:45. I already ate. I ain't gonna eat. I'm just gonna go upstairs, smoke like 2 more blunts, and then
That's it.
it's gonna be over.
I'm going to the Yankee game tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Trying to witness some history.
It ain't no playoffs, right?
Nah, but you know, Aaron Judge last night he hit
59.
He
or
hit number
something, right?
60. He tied with Babe Ruth. So he won behind the record, Roger Maris. So I'm trying to be in the building tomorrow. Hopefully witness a little history.
Damn, so none of them Sammy Sosa shits count?
Nah, they count, but this is just a straight Yankee history right here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Most home runs in Yankee history for a season.
You know how many
in
games
61,
they got?
Roger Maris.
You know how many games they got left to go?
I'm not sure. I think they got to like October, like
Oh, so
the
this
first
is
week of like October is
they
like the end
still
of the
may
season.
have like another quarter or 30% season left.
Nah, not that much.
Not that much.
It's like down to like 10% right
Well,
now.
yeah, it is September.
Yeah,
October,
you know what I
that's
mean?
why.
He might have he go on a streak. He could probably rock out. I don't know, it's gonna be tight to get to 70, but
Yeah, he could be the Steph
He at
Curry of
60.
that shit this year. He could walk and be the walking history.
yeah, zooted and booted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Good Yanks game,
That's
man.
it.
How much is them tickets, man? How much them tickets be, man?
Rangers, man. I got some outfield tickets this time. You know what I mean? A little buck and change. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, I ain't think it's
Playing
gonna be that
Boston
much.
tomorrow.
Oh, it's gonna be it's gonna be a little hostile
Yeah,
out there tomorrow.
Boston ain't shit this year. They in last place. You know what I mean?
Shit get hostile when them teams come out.
We outside, y'all.
Yeah, we outside. But niggas don't act up in the Bronx like that, man. Niggas don't want that shit.
It's weird. You know, I got my Yankee jersey. We gonna be Yankeed out.
The people don't realize the Bronx is in between like 2 projects. I mean, the fucking Yankee Stadium in between 2 projects, man.
Facts. Right there, y'all.
Shit is right there. Yeah, I like this one. This is a good one right here.
We're gonna go with the 7.7 on that right there. The unknown Zickle mints. We didn't look
You
up
know
Zickle
what?
mints.
You know what?
Let's
Yo, it just hit me. I know, and this is strictly my opinion, brother. I know what that shit is.
talk to the people. Talk to me. We know.
I think that's a good piece of Mac 1 right there. That's what it tastes like to me.
Okay.
That's what it tastes like to me, man. A good piece of Mac 1. That's that kind of, that's that weed similar to a Gusher. If you smoke too much of it, you're gonna get a slight bronchitis. Well, I don't know, it got to be either the weed or the backwood. It's gonna make you. It got to be the weed, because I smoke 100 blunts of gelatos and blunts and it don't do that. Be that particular weed, that mentholy shit. If I smoke too much of it, and I like that shit too.
So George is leaning more. My boy is leaning more with
Mac 1.
Mac 1 as opposed to, you know, what the unknown source said, Zickle mints. That's cool. Check it out. Find anything on it.
That's another yellow.
Ah. See what not getting any. Definitely has a nice little taste to it. So I don't know. Let's one site says it's supposed to be a cross between Zickles and cinnamon cookies. Did you get that vibe?
It's because Skittles is runch.
We off on top.
Oh shit. That's why I got the bottom. Oh shit. We about to be off on everything.
We did our ratings. Got some good feedback from the people.
Yes, yes. That's why I like to fucking have both of them shits going. Have one for the live and one for the video.
Back up right here, but you know, we're down on one, but we still rocking on the other. But we about to wrap it up in a few.
Yes, yes, yes. This was a long episode. Like, we don't usually give you an hour piece, man. But we outside today. It's
Outside, we
nice.
was feeling good. You know, the last day. Well, summer's technically over, but fuck it, man.
Yeah.
Where we at is the last days of summer. You know, in New York, we got extended summer sometimes. It don't really get too cold out here too early no more. So,
Word.
but that's a whole nother story. But, it was real, y'all.
Definitely was real,
Hit
man.
them like buttons.
Subscribe,
Comment. Let us
comment.
know. Let us know what your favorite weed was. What was the weed that made you who you are today?
Word. Till next time, man. Gas TV, man. We out.
Peace.